The biggest industry disruptor by far has been when DTF printers were released. And quite frankly, I don't think anything else is going to come close to how the DTF printer disrupted this industry. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know what your opinions are on this and what you think will be the next greatest thing or the next thing on the horizon that has the potential to be as disruptive in the industry as the DTF printer has been. And up to now, it's very controversial. A lot of people ask what the best DTF printer is. A lot of people are inquiring on what DTF printer they should buy. And there's a lot of news and a lot of buzz going around the industry about DTF printers, quite frankly. And what I'm finding is a lot of people want to be involved in the DTF part of the business, but there's barriers as far as each process is concerned. Well, I shouldn't call it a process. I should call it how you want to participate. So you have people that want to buy DTF printers so that they can offer DTF products, but you also have a group of people that just want to buy DTFs so they can use the DTFs as a way to make money. Ultimately, both parties want to make money, whether you want to buy DTFs or whether you want to have a DTF printer to sell DTFs to customers. But there's also in between of people that want to opt to buy the smaller DTF printers so they can use them as a method to make their own garments, right? So there's quite a few different groups of people involved in this. We also have people that want the DTF printer that are originally screen printers, but probably didn't exactly use the DTG printers or didn't have the DTG printers because DTF is a better option because the machine, if you have a shaker and a baker oven, it's kind of like streamlined and it's a lot less maintenance than a DTG printer. So as a person that offers DTF prints to clients, I find that one of the things that makes this process have a little bit of friction, specifically for the people that want DTF prints, which is the service that I provide, is finding images so that they can press onto their shirts. So it's only natural that I figure out a way to make that process a little less frictional. Frictional, is that a word? Anyway, so what I've done is, and what I plan on continuously doing, is coming out with DTF prints on my website with pre-made graphics that people can buy. And I've uploaded, I think, about 40 new designs recently. So if you guys go over to allenawade.com, you can see some of the designs that I have uploaded to make things less, to let you have less of a frictional experience when you're buying your DTF so you can make money easier. All right. So what I want to do is I want to help people make money easier without having to use AI to create graphics. 'Cause quite frankly, to be honest, you guys are not good at using AI to create your graphics because you're exporting graphics that have non-transparent backgrounds. They have black backgrounds, they have white backgrounds, they're low resolutions. Some of you guys are still downloading pictures from Google Images that are very, very low format. Some of you guys are sending me thumbnails from your phones that are low resolution. Some of you guys are making images in Canva and exporting them with a background. And I could always use the software to remove the background, but the issue is when the image has the same color as the background, typically the backgrounds are either white or black, but when the image has the same color as the background and I use what's called the background removal tool, the background removal tool in this DTF software isn't really a background removal tool, it's a color removal tool. So if your background is white, I use the color removal tool to remove the white, but it removes the white in the whole entire image. So if your background is white and your image has white in it, it's going to remove all the white in that image. Just like if your background is black and I use a color removal tool and I remove the black background, it's going to remove all the black that's in your image. So a lot of you guys want great results, but as a printer, I'm left with bad artwork to work with. So what I wanted to do was create a simpler way so you guys can have really, really good graphics that you guys can press onto your shirts and to make the process a lot easier. So I'm going to show you guys some of the designs that I have available on wnat.com right now. All right, so let's get to it. So in front of me, I have a bunch of designs that I've uploaded to the website, and I'm going to show you guys a few of them just so you guys can see. All you got to do is go to wnat.com and put in the search bar DTF, and it'll bring up all these designs. Right now, I have it so you can purchase either one or a 6-pack or a 50-pack. And the more you purchase, the less expensive it's going to be, right? So I have one, you can purchase one DTF for $6, and these are nice size DTFs also, you might want to notice. Or you can purchase a 6-pack. This image, for example, if you want 6 of them, that's a 6-pack, pack of 6 of this specific graphic for $24, right? Or if you want a 50-pack, that's 50 of this images, they're going to be $100. So if you purchase 50 images for $100, you guys can do the math. That's $2 per print. All right, $2 per print. 50 images for $100. That's $2 per print. So very, very inexpensive. And a lot of people have been saying that DTF is a race to the bottom. And I don't think it really is. I think it's more of a strategic race, strategic business opportunity. I won't say race, strategic business opportunity for whoever can be the most creative and whoever can deliver the best customer service and the best DTF prints that they're capable of delivering. And these are some of the images that I have. You guys can also, like you know already, use my gang sheet builder to upload your own image. You guys have your custom images. I definitely encourage you, if you want to do your own custom graphics, keep on trying and don't hesitate to reach out to me to ask me if your graphic is good enough to print or if your graphic has a transparent background or if it doesn't. If you're not sure, like a lot of people that are using Canva, they are exporting images that have a background to it. And that's why I kind of don't like Canva, to be honest with you, because a lot of people that use Canva don't know how to use it properly. And I think, because I don't use Canva, but I think on the unpaid version of Canva, you can't export. You don't have the option to export images with a transparent background. So that's the downside of using the unpaid version of Canva. All right. So I have a lot of these because I've been getting a lot of requests for some Black Girl Magic type of DTF designs. But if you guys have an idea of something that you want to see on the site, images that you might want to see on the site, give me an idea in the comments down below of some images that you want to see some variations of on the website, and I'll try my best with the next bunch of images that I put up on the website to have something like what you requested available for you to purchase on allenawade.com. All right, so I'm trying to make things easier for you guys so you guys can have crisp, clear images that will be easy, really, really easy for you to sell on wnat.com. And if you guys don't know, this is like one of the most easiest way to make a bunch of money. So imagine you got the 50 pack, right? The 50 pack, 50 DTFs for $100, $2 a print, right? If you imagine if you got a 50 pack of a specific image that you think a bunch of people are gonna want, right? Imagine if you got that and you bought some t-shirts. Now you sell these t-shirts for $25 each, or let's say $20 each, right? That's a bunch of money right there. Let's do the math right here. All right. So let me break out my calculator. All right. So you bought a 50 pack for $100, right? So you spent $100. Then you bought t-shirts. Let's say now you got 50 DTFs. So you're gonna need t-shirts. So let's say on a high end you buy $3 t-shirts. $3 times 50. Now you spent $150. Now you spent actually $250, right? $250 you spent because you bought the DTS for $100 and you bought the t-shirts for $150, right? So 3 times 50, that's $150 plus the $100 that you spent on the transfers, that's $250. All right, so let's say now you sold each t-shirt for $20, right? So 20 times 50, all right, that's $1,000 you just made. $1,000. How many people think that they can sell these designs for $20 each pressed onto a t-shirt? Would that be easy sell? Okay, so those of you guys that don't think that's an easy sell, let's say, for example, you sold each t-shirt for $10, all right? So that's 10 times the 50 shirts that you have. So now you turned your $250 investment into $500, all right? So even if you sell each t-shirt for $10, you still made $250 profit on your purchase, all right? Of course, if you want to get thorough, you have to include the shipping because you do have to pay for shipping for the 50 pack, which is probably estimated to be like $7. But you're making a fantastically great profit if you can do that, if you can manage to move 50 shirts every single week, which I'm going to try to put the best graphics available on the website so that it can be easy for you guys to move the t-shirts. Even if you bought the 6-pack, you'd still make a significant profit if you sold the shirts for $20. If you just want to test out one graphic, $6 each, sell the shirt for $20. You're already making a great profit right there. So just some things to consider, trying to make this as frictionless as possible so you guys can have the best graphics available to you on the website. So like I said, if you have any advice, not advice, but if you have any input on some graphics that you want to see on the website, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll find some images that are something that are variations of some designs that you like to post on the website so that you guys can have clean, crisp images so you guys can be up and running, pressing some transfers and making money and making this process a lot less friction, right? Reducing all the friction that goes into the process of buying DTFs and having to find graphics, because a lot of you guys are having problems finding the graphics. Okay, so I'm going to try to make that an easy thing for you by just having stuff available. All right, let me know what you think in the comments down below, guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you are, the suggestions that you have down in the comments so I can get some stuff available for you guys to purchase. All right, AlanAwade.com for your DTF transfers. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Share this video with your friends if they are in the market to buy some DTF transfers. All right, talk to you guys later. Peace.